Well, good morning. Today, my rant is going to be about something very significant, and this is actually concern me, concern my neighbors, concern the city that I live in, El Lago, Texas, and the metropolitan area of Houston, one of the biggest cities in the United States of America, and the center of industry of energy, probably in the world. The mayor of Houston, Mr. Sylvester Turner, he just announced the Hispanics are dying and are getting sicker from the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, or the Chinese virus at a higher rate than any other demography. They are the majority, and they are not Hispanics, and they are not Latin, and that is what I want to stay clear. They calling me Hispanic and they calling me Latin, and I keep repeating this. Hispania was, I repeat, long ago, was a jurisdiction of the Roman Empire. It was a province of Rome. Many good Romans have born in that geography named Hispania in the Iberian Peninsula. People like Traiano, Adriano, Justiniano, the biggest emperors of the world, they are Hispanics from the Iberian Peninsula. So now let's transfer that to me. Well, the problem is that my family we were slaves of the Romans, and at the end, we conquered them. We conquered them and we established the Visigothic kingdom in the Iberian Peninsula, the Ostrogoths in the Italic Peninsula. So we have Visigoths, Goths, Ostrogoths, all through Europe. Same people. That is why our language is the same. So now Mr. Sylvester Turner is calling me a Roman. Yes, I am a Roman, but not from the United States of America. And the people who came out here and created Texas, and created the United States of America, and created the American continent, they were not Hispanics. They were Iberians from the Iberian Peninsula. And they were united by the Visigoth kingdom. Mr. Don Pelagio was the first one who started the union of the Visigoths in the Iberian Peninsula, ending with Isabella de Trastamara and Fernando pushing the Moorish or the Arabs out of the Iberian Peninsula, creating what the Visigoth kingdoms call today España, or the Kingdom of Spain. It had nothing to do with Hispanics. They too call me Latin. Well, let's analyze the Latin part. Latin is a language. Every year in the Circus Maximus in Rome, they celebrate something that is called the kidnapping of the virgins. Basically, the Romans are Latins from Latium. It's about 18 kilometers, 16 kilometers, I think, south of Rome. These are tribes. And Latina is still there today. It's not like have disappeared. Latina still in Latium in the Italian Peninsula. So now, who are the Romans? The Romans are the Latins. There is several men from Latina. They decided they're going to separate and create their own little town. And they did, and they did not have any women, so they kidnapped the women from Latina and from the Etruscans and from the rest of the tribes around it, the Greeks. That is what they celebrate every year, the conquest of women. So we are no Latins, we are Gothos and Iberians from the other end of Europe. So now Mr. Sylvester Turner, he is conditioned to be black, to be a color. He is conditioned to call you white, a color. Now he is conditioned to call me Hispanico in Latin. Well, they cannot figure out which one. And now they say that we are getting sick at a higher rate. Of course, we are the majority people, and we are no Hispanics, and we are no Latin. The population that you are saying they're getting sick at higher rates are the true United States of America citizens. They did not came into Texas from Italy until the 1920s and 30s. Remember that Texas was created in 1936. No, I'm sorry, 1836. Let me get the names and the numbers correctly. It was Spain, and it was the United States of Mexico, and it was France, and it is today what you call Hispanics and Latinos are the true United States of America nationals. They are the Aztecas, the Indians, the Mascaleros. They are the Apache. They are the Cherokee. They are the Creek. They are all these native, the Kakawai. They are all these people that you erroneously assign or stripping their identity, because it is more about stripping their identity and assigning them a new identity. So when Sylvester Turner is telling you that you are weak and that you are getting sick at a higher rate, no, you're not. You are the strongest biology, probably, because you have survived. You have survived since God created the earth, the dinosaurs they found all over Texas, and you have survived diseases of all type. You have survived the European viruses, just like it is right now. The Spaniards did not came to kill you. No, the Spaniards came out here to give us a new life, and they did bring viruses like it's a natural state. The same is happening now, happening back then, and the people of Texas survived it. And the people of Texas survived war, hurricanes, tragedies of all type. The people of Texas survived the invasion and the strip of culture during the after 1865, where the Indian tribe, or the native tribe, I should say, correct myself, the First Nation tribes were forced to stop using their languages. Not only the First Nation tribes, but also the French, the Polacks, the Germans. They were forced to remove that language of them and force in a school to speak English, and that is the reason why Mr. Turner is trying to, either by default, I hope not, but ignorance, I hope so, because I'd rather have my mayor to be an ignorant than to be an assigner of identity, while he himself is being assigned an identity. So hopefully, just by confusion, he's assigning everyone an identity, and he is completely disregarding the population of Texas. And if in any, I can say right now, as I travel through the country, right now the population of the United States of America is no longer European majority, and that is the reason that you start seeing the utilization of a new term. The term is the minority. The minority. I'm not making this thing up. Now that is the term start utilizing. So people of the United States of America, people of in charge of our institutions like the FBI, the CIA, the Department of Defense, make sure that you understand, you workers, I'm not talking about the leadership, I'm talking about you, the guy who does the job. Every police force in this country, especially the police force in Houston, you have to make sure that you understand the reality. And the reality is that we start creating the correct identity of the United States of America at this moment. And Mr. Turner, I don't know if he's doing it purposely or not, but he's trying to point that out or trying to break it. I don't know which is which. I cannot read his mind. But if you want to know the true identity and the true United States of America national, what they look like, what their biology look like, what that beautiful biology is, just go and visit on YouTube if you like, past rodeos of Houston. You go there and see the rodeo, and you see us, you see who we really are. And hopefully in the future we continue to have rodeos. And the artists, the entertain our population, they all speak Castilian. So go and rearrange what Mr. Turner is saying. Analyze it. Analyze the data that I'm just giving you. The majority of the United States of America, as it is right now, is from the American continent, and we are no Hispanics, and we are no Latins. We are United States of America nationals. So we need to decondition Mr. Turner. I can never pronounce his name, Mr. Turner, the mayor of Houston. We need to decondition him. We need to decondition all these people. They call themselves Germans, and they call themselves Italians, and they call themselves English, and they call themselves all kind of names, and they assign to themselves the color white. We need to decondition this population of ours. They are our population. We cannot just discard them. We must educate them. We must educate the President of the United States of America. We need to decondition him. We need to decondition the workers of CNN, NPR, and all these people that continue to call themselves Americans, and they know that it's erroneous. America is a single land mass from the North Pole to the South Pole, and is a continent, the continent of America, named after Amerigo Vespucci. And the first cartographers called that America. The English came in and divided us into little pieces. So Mr. Turner, you are the mayor of a city like no other, like the city with the true future population of the United States of America. And I think you should be proud of that. And I think you need to start gearing the institutions of the city to reflect that, to reflect that we are the Aztecas, the Mayas, the Mascaleros, that we are the Iberians, the Catalans, the Aragonese, the Bascos, the Gallos, that we are people from every tribe in France, Occitanos and Bascos, and from every tribe in the Italic Peninsula. There is no such a thing as an Italian, because Italy was created in around 1878. Some people say after World War II. So when you call yourself an Italian, you're not. You are Etruscan, you are Latin, you are Roman, you are from all these tribes, Lombardos, Phoenicians, and so on, Greeks. So make sure, Mr. Turner, Sylvester Turner, to reflect that in our social studies at school. Make sure that you teach our young people who they really are. Make sure that you remove all these monuments erroneously erected around the state of Texas, like around Galveston, Texas, and Brazoria County, Texas. They are erroneous. Make sure that you go into Brazoria County. Make sure the state of Texas, the governor of Texas, go into Brazoria County and teach these people up there, these so-called civil servants, that they are the United States of America. They are no English. They are no English. They are no half of anything. They are no half Germans or half Italians or half French or half whatever. No. Go and educate them. Tell them that they are 100% United States of America nationals. The same as you are, Mr. Sylvester Turner. You are no black or African. You are no from any other place than the United States of America. I have no idea where you were born, but right now you are living in the Republic of Texas. Republic of Texas, created by people like the Semihensel family, created like by people like the Sewin family, created by people like the Rodriguez family, and so on. That is your true identity. So, no, the Hispanics are not dying at a higher rate from COVID-19. The United States of America nationals are. Saludos. God bless Houston. God bless Texas. God bless the United States of America. God bless the American continent. God bless the planet Earth. And let's create the 51st State of the Union, the state of Oceania, including the geography of the District of Columbia. Let's unite all these colonized territories of the United States of America and make them what they racially is theirs. United States of America nationals and citizens. Saludos.